we're bringing the world's finest entertainment to Germany. With the very first tournament, we managed to sell out the iconic Festhalle and break the German MMA records. And now, it's time to move on. This time, you can look forward to German superstar and former pro footballer Christian Eckerlin.
Oh! The left hand's dropped him!
For the second time this year, he is going to face the dangerous Brazilian striker, Oliveira. A rematch that will settle all scores and give both fighters the chance to show who is better.
Za Německo, Stefan D800 Pütz
will once again perform in front of his home crowd, now as the winner of the battle for Germany. In front of all Frankfurt, the Czech crowd favourite, Petrášek, will try and rob him of the victory.
Petrášek takes him down immediately.
How will the battle between the best German fighter and multiple-time world champion against the elite Czech fighter turn out? The story and the mission continue. Octagon 36, October 15th, Frankfurt. Tickets available for purchase through Ticketmaster.de.
Bohužel nechodí po horách, ale po lidech a jedním z těch, kteří si prošli přípravou, ale nakonec se na turnaji neukážou, je bohužel Gábor Borároš. Za něj ovšem v zápase s anglickým býcem Jamesem Lewisem naskočí Selim Topuz. Zápas bude v domluvené váze a Selim Topuz nastoupí do svého 11. zápasu poté, co se naposledy představil ve Frankfurtu, kde ve finále výzvy porazil v nádherném 5kolovém zápase Hasana Shabana. James Lewis má na svém kontě 7 vítězství, 6 ukončení před limitem, 2 KO, 4 submise a především zkušenosti s organizací, jako jsou ACB a nebo Cage Warriors.
Kleci se nerad zdržuje zbytečně dlouho a své soupeře rád ukončuje. Ze 7 výher hned 5 protivníků dokázal ukončit v úvodní 5minutovce. Veze se na vlně 2 výher a v Brně bych si moc rád došel pro 3.
Selim o sebe hovorí, ja nerobím bojové športy, ja ich žijem. A to perfektne reprezentuje tohto viedenského bojovníka. Pre oboch je toto ten zápas, ktorý určí ich ďalší osud v oktagóne.
So here we go. We welcome for the first time making his debut, James Lewis, fighting out of England. All business from this guy, my goodness, fighting out of that camp. You'll see Tom Blackledge behind him from Blackledge MMA, Andy the Vice Clamp, and he's been looking forward to this debut. A debut which was supposed to be against Gábor Borároš. A debut which will see him set to fight the first ever Octagon Challenge 1 winner. Gábor came out of the fight with a knee injury last week. James Lewis said, who have you got? They said, listen, let's keep with the theme. We're going to give you the first ever winner of Octagon Season Challenge 1 in Germany, Selim Topuz. Not a second was wasted to accept that fight. He's here and he says, I want to announce myself in this stage. I'm going to announce myself with my performance, with my skills. I'm going to get the mic and I'm going to call my next shot. That's the attitude, right, Luke?
Yeah, it comes in here extremely confident, and you know, Selim is an extremely well-versed mixed martial artist. We saw that in Frankfurt, at that 5-round war, you know, to win that tournament, and I was extremely impressed by him. Durable, went through it with rhythm. You know, he's very
great as well. Yeah,
he's very talented in every area. You can see he's good at striking, he's good in grappling, he's good on the ground. So for James to turn around again, no problem. I'll take that guy instead. Doesn't matter. I'm ready. So very, very confident. Like you said, coming out of the Blackledge camp, they're very talented everywhere, but they're extremely good at grappling. You know, I have trained with Andy Clamp myself and been ripped apart by him, so I know how it feels. So to combine his Thai boxing experience with that camp, you know that James Lewis can do it all, can do everything. Has set himself up for a big test here as his debut Octagon. Let's see how he does.
So next up, we welcome this man to the stage, the champion of season 1, the inaugural season of the Octagon Challenge Series over in Germany, and I was lucky enough to go over there and be a part of it during the filming, right up until the semi-final slots before it was announced that it would be him and Hassan Shaban for the final. And I was so impressed with this guy, Luke. Mentally, he was all in. He did everything right, prepared correctly. He was the underdog. He was the last pick on the from between the teams. But he used that as a chip on his shoulder, as a motivation, and his performances, especially in the opening fight against Simeon Capulia, a second-round TKO to the liver. It was phenomenal, devastating, and it was everything he is, because he had to withstand, take some punishment from Simeon, but then his technique shone through. His striking is so good. His nickname is Lee after Bruce Lee because he believes he's almost the second coming of Bruce Lee. He's such a big fan, and he lives his life as a martial artist. You want to know how dedicated he is to the sport? In his bedroom, there's not room for a TV, a wardrobe, any of that. He has an assault bike at the end of his bed, so that if he feels he hasn't done enough work in the gym that day, or if he feels that he can put a bit extra in, doesn't go to bed early, he goes to bed late after a shot, 3-4 rounds on an assault bike.
And if you've never used an assault bike before, it is the most terrifying and horrible.
The worst invention on the planet. Planet.
I wish it was burned alive. Because you can go for a little jog, but on the assault bike, it's pure pain. So this guy is someone who embraces that, embraces pain. And like Pavel said on the intro, he doesn't do martial arts, he lives martial arts every day. And that's what's allowed him to take this fight on such short notice.
Yeah, and he was itching to get back in. I mean, it was a tough fight over there in Frankfurt, Octagon 33 against Shaban. He rose through that fight because Shaban was the favorite, came out strong round 1 and most of round 2. Was in front, and you saw the tip spot odds swung in favor of Shaban, but this guy stayed switched on mentally. His cardio was unreal, and even after the fight, after a hard fight like that, he was asking when can he get back in there. He stayed ready for opportunities like this. There are 5 more shows, including this one, towards the end of the year now for Octagon. He wanted to be ready for any one of those. That opportunity came, and now he gets his time to shine once more, and he will take on the debutant, the Englishman, James Lewis.
Well, that professionalism has been repaid here. As we see the tail of the tape, Topuz, 34 years old, taking on James Lewis, 36. Nothing hugely jumps out at us.
Yeah, the height and reach, main factor. That's the difference in the favor of James Lewis. Let's get it underway. Let's hand it to Andre Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a catchweight bout in 81 kilos, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we will start in the blue corner. He is 36 years old. He stands 183 centimeters tall, and he weighed in at 80.2 kilos. He represents Blackledge MMA, and the coaches in his corner are Tom Blackledge and Andy Klemp. He has a professional record of 11 fights, 7 wins, and only 4 losses. Fighting out of United Kingdom, James the Bastard Lewis. In the red corner, he is 34 years old, and he stands 177 centimeters tall. He weighed in at 80.95 kilos. He represents Clan of Ronin, and the coaches in his corner are his close friends. He has a professional record of 9 fights, 6 wins, and only 3 losses. Representing Neruda Cup team Kolop, and he's fighting out of Austria, Selim Lee Topuz.
Guys, come to the center, please. Protect yourself at all time. Follow my instructions. Make a clean fight. If you want to touch gloves, safely is now. Go back to your corner, please. Thank you.
A touch of the gloves, and we are set and ready for this 81-kilogram catch weight bout. We'll see the debutant James Lewis from England in the white shorts, blue corner, taking on Selim Topuz. Black shorts, red corner, me, BRYAN LACEY, alongside Luke Barnett, calling the action. So excited, I couldn't even get my words out there, Luke.
And the bastard in the blue corner coming forward with that Nice, beautiful teep to the body.
Yeah, he said people have been saying I've only competed a couple of times in the last few years. But he said, look, all that time I've been getting better. All that time I've been sharpening my tools, sharpening my weapons. Oh, a nice chip, and this is what he'll look for. 6 of his 7 wins are by finish.
Gets up against the fence. Nice reversal there from Topuz. Drops down to the single, lifts the leg high, can look for a trip here. Drags out the leg.
And trips, and brilliant work from Lewis. Right in front of his corner as well here, Luke.
Needs to be aware that he doesn't allow him back up. Needs to keep his head higher than Topuz. But the team Blackledge corner, they're very well versed in wrestling a lot up against the fence. Gets reversed.
Yeah, a little cut just under the left eye there of Lewis.
And I think that was just from one shot as well, very sharp jab. We've also got to remember, really nice inside little left hook.
Boy, Topuz is so good at releasing those. His timing and his accuracy from distance is exquisite. Oh, he's going to grab hold of this neck. James Lewis.
Digging for the neck, that maybe gives him some space to try and escape here. But good forward pressure being sustained from Selim. Nice knees on the inside, gives him some more space. Maybe a nice little elbow on the break, just misses.
Almost 2 minutes down now in this first round here. And Topuz, good with that wide base, stepping in, cutting that range, coming in with blitz. Little smile there from Lewis. They connected those shots.
Yeah, James Lewis just with his back up against the fence here, puts him in a bad position to get attacked. That has no freedom of movement, now forcing his opponent back.
Oy! Big connections, nice counter from Lewis, but it's from range that Topuz is so dangerous, right? He's got that karate style.
And you've got to remember Topuz is a southpaw, that right leg forward on a week's notice and a change of stance that can make it difficult too. I'm not sure if Gabor is a southpaw, but I don't think that he is.
Gabor's orthodox.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice right hand.
There we go, the counters there. Always dangerous, James Lewis.
Yeah, that straight right landed through the middle when Selim was slinging in those shots.
And Selim, heavy kick as well. We didn't have to wait long for this fight to get started between the two. Really engaged early on, wearing some of that damage is James Lewis. A couple of big deep breaths from him as well.
Nice left head kick though.
Lewis following him down.
Wait, that kick as well again goes up. It was that flicking little kick that came over the top. Maybe off balance, Selim. Nice single leg there though. Converts that very well.
And look at the reversal.
Beautiful, takes him to the mount.
Blackledge 101, Lewis on his back looking to stretch him out.
Beautiful hip pressure here as well. Needs to pick his spots, can hear Blackledge saying, take your time. Manages to get the back here.
And that's one thing he said in the interview with me. He said, Tom always tells me, be patient. Don't force it, take your time. And now this is a spot, 1 minute 29 seconds. Looking and listening to his corner is James Lewis.
Has got deep left hook, got right hook as well now on the back. Trying to force this underneath the neck, but Topuz doing well to evade.
And listen to Andy Clamp giving instruction there. And like you said, Andy Clamp, one of the best grapplers, one of the best MMA grapplers in the game.
Let's see some little shots here, maybe to open up rather than just go for this choke. Topuz has got good defense, maybe hip pressure here as well.
Oh, he might get flattened
back out like he did earlier, trying to get underneath the neck.
56 seconds still to work. 56 seconds to try and force an out. Now he's fighting him out.
This is tight now.
There we go! There we go, James Lewis! Oh my goodness, he took some damage. He weathered the storm, but when it came down to the mat, that's what he's about, Luke. That's how you finish the fight. He made the opening and he got the tap.
Yeah, opened up, great hips from James, the bastard Lewis. Exposed the neck of Selim, and I think it was just power. Managed to push those hips down, flying him out.
Hey, look at what it means.
And get that rear naked choke victory.
This is a moment he's been dreaming of for a long time, a stage he's been looking to perform on for a long time. And he took some damage. There was moments there where Topuz looked extremely dangerous, but out of that danger, James Lewis, once he got that position, and you said that flat ledge MMA camp, what they're known for, that grappling, the instruction from Andy Clamp to make the adjustments to flatten him out, and then talk us through this to get the finish, Luke.
Yeah, it was that little flicking kick as well, I believe, that off balance, whatever it was that brought Selim down to the ground. Here, he falls back to the floor. That was the beginning of the end. And then James manages to get on top, take the mount with that beautiful reversal. Did that butterfly sweep.
And he set it up as soon as he hit the mat. Those hooks went to butterfly and he turned him round. But then this, Luke.
Yeah, beautiful hip pressure. It was just pure power. And you can see Brian standing and screaming with excitement there as well if you look in the background.
I think I quite enjoy my job, but my God, I enjoy moments like that, earned in full against the level of competition.
Yeah, Selim, like we said, the champion from Octagon Challenge Germany. Awesome work. And we'll hand it over to Andre Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to the action at 4 minutes and 14 seconds of the very first round. By submission of neck ranks is the winner coming from the blue corner, James the Bastard Lewis.
Yes, it was last week.
James Lewis, come shield out. There we go, sir. What a moment that is for you. You've waited for this for so long. You earned it. You took some damage early on in that fight. But just sum up how this feels to claim this victory on this stage this evening.
Gabo, where you at, boy? Get that leg better, lad. Come on. No, I feel fantastic. It's been a long time coming. 5 surgeries, pandemic. Team Blackledge with Coach Tom Clamper. They're the guys that get you. I've got to drink the water, but they take me to the well. So I'm ecstatic. Thank you for the opportunity, Octagon.
Look, let's talk about the fight a little bit, because you took damage. He's a great opponent. He stepped in here on short notice to take you on. I mean, that is a fantastic opponent. What do you have to say about Topuz?
Massive respect to Topuz. He took this fight, I think it was 10 days notice, when Gabo scraped his knee or something. So massive respect to him. I know he's just won the show, but I said to you when we spoke tonight, Brian, I was a little secret on this card that, and I knew I was going to impress, and now I'm going to be a superstar. I'm coming for that belt. I'm coming for everything.
So listen, next up, you said it, you want Gabo next. You've got a multi-fight deal. You call him out. When do you want? We got shows in December. What do you think?
December, let's go. Let's go. Gabo, you're the superstar. You're such a handsome boy. Come on, show off to everyone. Let's get in. But anyone, I'm coming for the belt in the end. I'm coming for it all.
Well, you've got your first victory here in Octagon. Bruno, give it up one more time. James Lewis!
Já to jen velmi rychle přeložím, alespoň z toho, co jsem slyšel, tak James Lewis především v závěru si řekl o dlouhodobý kontrakt a také zápas s Gáborem nebo s kýmkoliv jiným v prosinci. Máme před sebou 2 turnaje do konce roku na české půdě a samozřejmě také jeden příští měsíc ve Frankfurtu, tak věřím, že mu nějaké to místo najdeme. Ještě jednou vítěz dnešního večera James Lewis.
We're bringing the world's finest entertainment to Germany. With the very first tournament, we managed to sell out the iconic Festhalle and break the German MMA records. And now, it's time to move on. This time, you can look forward to German superstar and former pro footballer Christian Eckerlin.
Dropped him!
For the second time this year, he is going to face the dangerous Brazilian striker, Oliveira. A rematch that will settle all scores and give both fighters the chance to show who is better.
Za Německo, Stefan T-800 Pütz!
Will once again perform in front of his home crowd. Now, as the winner of the battle for Germany. In front of all Frankfurt, the Czech crowd favourite, Miloš Petrášek, will try and rob him of the victory.
Petrášek takes him down immediately.
How will the battle between the best German fighter and multiple-time world champion against the elite Czech fighter turn out? The story and the mission continue. Octagon 36, October 15th, Frankfurt. Tickets available for purchase through Ticketmaster DE.